Guys, so I wanted to go over some potty training tips with everybody. We are working on potty training with Blue here. Now he's doing great in his crate as far as using the bathroom. He's doing really well. He barks to let me know. He wakes up usually about 6 o'clock in the morning or so to go out, which is perfect. Which is right around when we get up to take everyone out anyway. But as you can see, I always keep a long line or a slip lead on a dog that I am potty training. And I do that for a few reasons. One, because I want to make sure that I am keeping track of where he is. I have to be monitoring him at all times. So potty training is about watch or confine. They either need to be in your sight where you are paying attention to them, just like you would a baby, right? If you had a baby, you wouldn't just put the baby down on the floor and just walk away, right? And then if you didn't have a diaper on that baby, would you expect it to, not use the bathroom on the floor? Puppies the same way. They don't have control of that bladder muscle yet, not until about 6 months. So things like excited pee and nervous pee typically comes because they don't have control of that muscle yet. They're also still building and forming that habit of I only use the bathroom outside. Now, if he's only using the bathroom outside, come here, boys. Justin. Hang on 1 second. Come here. Easy. Crazy puppies. So, okay. Enough. Okay, sorry. Life of a dog trainer. So, like I was saying, though, he has to build and form that habit of using the bathroom outside still. He hasn't had enough experiences of only using the bathroom. All right, come here, Justin. All right, hold on. All right, break it up. So he hasn't had enough experiences of him using the bathroom only outside and that being his only option. If he has the opportunity to use the bathroom in the house, that's 1 for inside and 6 for outside, or 25 for inside and 12 for outside, right? So you have to make sure that you're not giving him the opportunity to use the bathroom in the house. That is key to his success. If he only has the opportunity to use the bathroom when he's outside, then that's the only time he's going to use the bathroom is when he's outside. He also has to start, boys. He also has to know that when he uses the bathroom in the house, he gets caught in the act. That is the only way you're going to stop that behavior from happening. You either cannot let it occur, or you have to catch him in the act of using the bathroom. So that means it's not he peed and walked away from it and you saw it and you bring him over to it and you put his nose in it. It's not going to work. Okay, so he has to understand, all he's understanding then, if you bring him over to the puddle or the poop and you put his face in it, is you're saying, there's poop here and I'm really mad about it. So he's starting to think you just hate poop or you hate pee. And that's actually going to hurt you when you're trying to work with them outside, because he's going to think, oh, she hates when I pee and poop. He's not getting the idea that it's because I used the bathroom inside is what she didn't like, right? So catching them in the act of using the bathroom, making a loud noise, stomp your feet, hey, no, right? Let's do that. And then if he already has a leash on, because you're potty training, you are 1 step ahead of the game. You can pick up that leash and walk yourself right outside. You do not want to pick up, especially if you have a little puppy. Easy, boys. Cassius. You do not want to pick up, especially if you have a little dog, and carry them outside. They need to make the association of, I was using the bathroom inside, I got stopped in the action, I walked outside, and I finished using the bathroom. Now, when you're outside using the bathroom, it's really important to do things in a certain way. A lot of times people give their dogs way too much freedom in every aspect, okay? You don't want to give your dogs all this freedom and then get mad at them for messing up when they had all the freedom in the world to mess up, right? So you have to set the tone for what you want in everything in training. So when he is outside, you have to make that a very boring experience, okay? So I typically go to the same spot. They know this is the place that I always use the bathroom. So when we go over there, they're already triggered, oh yeah, this is where I use the bathroom. And then I make it real boring. So I just kind of stand there. I don't give them a lot of slack to walk around and sniff. If they're licking the grass or if they're trying to pick up sticks or something, I'm going to give them a little pop on the leash and say, off. I'm not going to say a lot of stuff except for maybe, come on, go potty once or twice. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to constantly talk to them. I'm not going to get all excited. If you do that, they're just going to want to play. If you give them all this room and people are like, all he wants to do is sniff when he's out there. Don't let him take control of that walk and keep moving forward and letting him sniff, right? Make it really boring and only give him like a semicircle, just back and forth like this, just over and over until they use the bathroom. Once they use the bathroom, make a big deal out of it. Yes, good job, good boy, right? And then you can, come here boys, let him up. Easy. Then you can let him, have some freedom. Justin, off. Blue, off. Off. Boy, stop. Then you can give them more freedom to sniff around and do what they want to do after they've used the bathroom. If you're having a hard time with them using the bathroom outside and they're just sniffing around a lot, even when you're making it boring, your next step is to, come on guys, let's walk. Come on. Your next step is to do 5 minutes out, 5 minutes up. So you're going to do 5 minutes outside of being very boring and making it we're just out here to potty, not to pet him, not to baby talk him, not to do anything else but use the bathroom. Then once, if he doesn't use the bathroom over that period and you're getting frustrated, put him up in his crate for 5 minutes. Give yourself a minute to kind of calm down and relax because nothing good is going to happen when you're all worked up. And then you can take him back outside again. You're going to do this over and over until he uses the bathroom, and then he has the opportunity to have freedom. So having this leash on him really allows me to monitor him when he's inside. If I see him sniffing around a lot, so if he's playing with a toy or he's playing with another dog and he stops and he just starts doing basically this, right, where he's just sniffing around, not doing anything but looking, that is a pretty good notification that he's looking for a place to use the bathroom. So that's a good time for you to be proactive and take him outside. So many people always tell me, well, he's not telling me when he needs to use the bathroom. Do you ever see a baby that's being potty trained be like, Mom, I need to use the bathroom? No, we kind of just help our kids and know they just ate, so they're probably going to need to use the bathroom. That also leads me to monitoring his food and water intake. So if you are free feeding your dog and you are giving them free access to water, you are filling up their bladder and you're filling up their stomach. Unbeknownst to you, you don't always know when he takes a couple laps of water. Those couple laps of water with a puppy that has a tiny little bladder that has no control over yet is going to come out pretty fast. So if you don't notice every time he, hey boys, if you don't notice every time he takes a sip of water, you're not going to be able to monitor that. So you have to monitor food and water intake. Blue, no. Monitor food and water intake. No, what goes in must come out. You can keep a potty log as well. You can also write down the times he uses the bathroom so that you start to see a pattern forming of when he needs to use the bathroom. Not so much he didn't tell me he needed to use the bathroom, but you bladder train him to understand we go out every so often and this is the time when you use the bathroom. I'm always monitoring you inside, or you're in your crate where you're not going to have an accident. Then you're going to have a lot more success of, oh, he's sniffing around. That means he probably needs to use the bathroom, or, anything like that. You have to catch that behavior in the act. If you're missing things, and this goes with your potty log as well, you can write down all of his accidents. So writing them down is, again, going to help you see a pattern start forming of what you're missing in your potty training. 90% of the time, it's going to be not caught in the act. The other issues that it could be are, he's always going in the same area. So usually when he goes over there, it's probably because he needs to use the bathroom. or he's always, we keep noticing he's having an accident around 11 o'clock. So that must mean we need to start taking him out more, or we need to figure out his food schedule a little bit better. Make sure you're feeding him and giving him water at the same time every day. Make it a routine. If you need him to use the bathroom on a schedule, you need to feed him and water him on a schedule. What goes in must come out, like I said. So these are a lot of the big issues, and I know it's not easy. They do actually have doggy diapers. I just recently got them. I used them for my puppy, honestly. He is fantastic with everything, but he had some issues with potty training. He just used the bathroom so often. He was, dribbling some pee like up to like 13 times a day when we first got him. It was a lot. And even for somebody that works from home with dogs all day, I was having a really difficult time getting him outside. He's doing a lot better now. We did start, like I said, we used the diapers so that when he was in playtime or when he was out having some free time with me, if he did have an accident, I was monitoring him, and at least it didn't get on the floor and I was catching it, before it happened, and I could get him outside real quick. I've personally never used diapers in my training before. I used them for him and for one other dog that was having some incontinence with just excited pee coming out of her crate, and it helped. It definitely helped us in the end. We didn't need to use them for very long, but it's an option. It's something that I've just started exploring. I can't give a ton of insight on how well I think it works. I'll have to continue using it, and I might actually even try them with Blue as well. We have a blue pair, so that's perfect. And we'll kind of see how that helps with fare with him as well. So, but these are some great tips that you want to remember when you're potty training. I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of monitoring him. Luckily, he's really good in his crate, so that really helps you a lot. I don't recommend potty pads. All you are doing with potty pads is encouraging them to use the bathroom in the house. I know you're saying if you're going to use the bathroom in the house, at least do it here. But you're also telling your dog it's okay to use the bathroom in the house as long as it's in this area, and you're going to make yourself have a harder time getting them outside. Following the rules that I said, we're keeping him on a leash, and that's not just going to help with potty training. As you can see in this video, he's a healer, and he's a little mouthy. He's gets a little worked up even with the other dogs, and his fight or flight instinct is to just use his mouth, and that's super, super typical with healers. That's not uncommon. I mean, they were literally built to use their mouths. So it's not uncommon, but this gives me a way to help him through situations without needing to stick my hands in there or do anything, and kind of give him help and corrections. It's also going to help me just with basic behaviors like jumping, because I can step on this leash, and if he jumps, he gets a pop on the leash, and it's an instant correction. It's going to help me with things like trash diving and counter surfing. He's already got a leash on, so as soon as he jumps up, I can give him a pop, so even like that. So even right now, after playtime is when I'm going to give him water. He gets water with breakfast. I know this is backtracking, but he's looking at his bowl. So I give him water with breakfast, and then after playtime, and then again with, if they have like a snack or anything at lunch after playtime with the puppies or anything, I'll give them that after any kind of training lesson or something. But I monitor the amount, so I don't put this huge bowl of water down and just let him drink to his heart's desire. I know what's an appropriate amount, just like a baby. If you measure out how much formula you give to a baby, right? You don't just kind of make a huge bottle and let them just keep drinking and drinking and drinking, right? That can cause issues. Same with puppies. We have to remember puppies are babies, and if we want them to behave a specific way, it's up to us as the handler to let them know, this is what I expect of you. They're dogs, and what they do is correct. They're animals. So really what they're doing is not wrong. It's just that we don't like that behavior. So we have to let them know that this is, this is what we accept and this is what we don't accept. And doing that with consistency and, doing that over and over with repetitions is how you're going to have your obedient dog. So yeah, at that, I will wrap this video up. I hope that is helpful for everyone. I know potty training can be really stressful, but if we really, of course, if we really break it down and make it, simple, so that we just monitor our dogs and don't let the accidents happen, you'll have a lot easier time. Use your leash. That is my biggest tip. Always keep a leash on your puppy in the house. I hope everyone has a good one, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye now.